Up, you guys? We got Connor and Greg and Kevin, Colton. How are you guys liking the fight so far? This current fight, Ferguson versus Patty, is insane. Patty is doing awesome. I picked him to win, so that is good that he's actually winning. What's up, TikTok? How are you guys? Are you guys watching the fights? What's up, Dan? What's up, Bastion? What's up, Allie? Are any of you guys watching the fights? This Ferguson versus Pimblett is pretty nuts. Patty is just destroying Tony Ferguson, which I'm kind of surprised it's not a more even matchup. I thought Tony would do slightly better. What's up, Luigi? Hi from Utah. You're from Argentina? What's up, Abraham? What's up, Mike? What's up, Clarissa? What's up, Armando? What's up, Will? Do you think a knockout? I do not think Patty's going to knock him out because there's 3 seconds left. And that is over. Patty beat Tony Ferguson. But now we go to the judges for the official decision. How big are your biceps? I don't know. I've never actually measured. What's up, G-Keg? Jab, right hand. Another right hand. He had Tony hurt very bad the first round. But then we got to round 2. And round 3, what's up, Jake? It was all grappling. Look at that. Pretty please, can you flex your biceps? We're already starting with the bicep flex. Okay, but I'm only going to do it once this entire stream, so this is the one time. I don't think it's good lighting right now. What's up, George? What's up, Random? What's up, Prediction? Caleb? Drake? All right, here comes the official decision. On January 26th, experience it on PlayStation 5. Your numbers what? Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision. Good work. Good work, Patty. Yes, I fight. Did I fight Ronda Rousey? No. She's in a bigger weight class than me. She fought at 135, and I fight at 125. It was a rough one. You dominated him in the grappling in 6 or so. Was that surprising at all? Was that part of the game plan coming in here?
Would you fight Ronda if given the chance? No, she's a little bit bigger than me. I mean, maybe, yeah. Why not? It'd be fun to be able to say you fought an absolute legend in the sport. So, yeah, I'd fight her. What's up, Drew? What's up, Clayton? What's up, Dean? Are you guys watching the fights? Yeah, Ronda Rousey is retired. She now just does WWE. And she was recently on Stars on Mars, which is kind of like a really funny reality TV show that was on Hulu. And I watched it, and it was fun to watch her on there. Have I ever met Brock Lesnar? No, I have not met him in person. But I have met Colby Covington, who is fighting in the main event tonight. So we will see how that goes. All right, next fight I think is, who do we got? Is it Wonder Boy next? Someone let me know. If you are watching through Millions, give me a what's up. Connor, Gregor, Colton, Kevin. Oh, we got GSP in the crowd. Little Sean Strickland. They're doing a highlight on Sean Strickland right now. Have you met me? I'm the champion of making curries. No, Gavin, I have not met you, but that is awesome. You're good at making curries because I'm not good at any cooking. So, what's up, Nathan? What's up, Fish Bob? What's up, your mother? Just me and Bob watching the fights. Hanging out. Me and my bestie. I don't know if you can see him on Millions. Did Leon versus Colby fight happen yet? No, we are 3 fights away from the main event, so we still have a couple. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. Colby's a friend. We went to school together. Nice. What school did you go to? Tony got robbed? No, he didn't. Tony got beat down. That's what happened. Are you going to show the fight? No, legally I cannot show the fights, but you do get to sit and hang out and watch the fights with me. So I am live streaming through Millions, which is a platform where you can connect with some of your favorite athletes. And I do a lot of live streams for the UFC fights and PFL fights. So if you want to hang out with me for any of the streaming services or fights, and make sure you don't miss a watch party, make sure you follow me on Millions. The link is in my bio to do that. But Millions is a really cool platform where you can get merch. Like this shirt Bob is sporting. This is one of my fight walkout shirts. And then I also have a children's book. It's called Fight for Your Dreams, and it encourages little girls to go out there and fight for their dreams. So that is all on Millions, which you can find in the link in my bio. Just go follow me on there, and you'll never miss any of my merch drops or events or watch parties. I just want to hang out with you. Well, come on over. Come hang out. I like your hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. I went to sparring this morning, and I got all sweaty, so I'm surprised the curls still stayed in my hair. Do you fight? Yes, I fight. All right. Who do you guys have for this next fight? We have, oh shoot, I don't know how to say his name. Shavkat versus Wonderboy, Stephen Thompson. Who do you guys have for this one? I'm personally going for Wonderboy. Do I think he's going to win? I don't know, but hopefully we'll see. Is it still the prelims? No, we are 3 fights into the main card now. Jefe Rivera wants Wonderboy. Yep. The first one. Wonderboy. 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 Tony, retire, my bro. I think it's time. I think it's time for him to retire. Taekwondo doesn't have a place in MMA. I mean, he still knocks people out. I think Wonderboy is doing pretty good. Wonderboy is so nice. He's a really nice, good guy. A lot of people are voting for Wonderboy. Witty Wonka, thank you. Wonderboy comes from karate, not taekwondo. True. That's a fair point. I personally don't really know the difference. I should know, but I don't. I just started MMA, and so all of my boxing, striking, grappling, and jiu-jitsu is all MMA-based training. So I never did like straight karate, straight taekwondo, straight like anything. I just kind of had everything mixed together since the beginning of my career. How you like the Tony fight? I loved it. I was going for Patty, so I'm happy that he won. Colby Covington or Leon Edwards? I'm going for Colby Covington, even though he says some weird things sometimes, but I am going for Colby. Have you ever watched any Karate Combat? I've only watched 2 of my teammates that have fought in Karate Combat. Brandon Jenkins just fought last night and won. And then Sasha, I train with them down at Syndicate MMA in Las Vegas. So 2 of my friends fought on Karate Combat, and I think it's a pretty interesting fight promotion. Ooh, you think Leon is going to knock Colby out? Maybe. I think Colby's kind of getting into his head. I am not in the UFC. I fight for the PFL, which, if you guys follow Jake Paul at all, he's like one of the big influencers for the PFL. It's Francis Ngannou's promotion and that kind of thing. I have fought on The Ultimate Fighter before, which is a UFC reality TV show. So been on The Ultimate Fighter. I currently fight for the PFL, but we'll see what happens this next year with my career. The PFL was supposed to do $1 million tournament in my weight class, and that's why I signed with them. And it seems like that is not going to go through. And so I don't know what I'm going to do next. We will see. We'll see what happens. Colby has the best cardio and is extremely well at controlling distance. Yeah, I mean, he's no pushover, so I think he will do awesome. How did you like the Jake Paul fight? I didn't watch it. I only watched the highlight. I'm glad he won just because it brings more eyes into the PFL. The bigger and the better Jake Paul does, the bigger and the better the PFL does. I think it would be awesome to fight on the same card as Jake Paul in the PFL. That would be nuts. Someone said, hey, pay attention to us on Millions. I cannot see any comments. I just messaged the moderator. I'm wondering if the comment section isn't working. Do you like Jake Paul as a fighter? Honestly, yeah. I mean, I think he's exciting. He's entertaining. He brings eyes to the sport. And I don't think that's ever a bad thing. Whether you like him or hate him, and you're like, think he's kind of like a little dweeb, I don't know. Kind of like a rowdy guy. I don't know. I think it's always good to bring more eyes onto the sport. So, do you have a wrestling background? No, I have a cheerleading background. So I was actually a cheerleader since 7th grade. I was cheer captain my senior year of high school, and then I started fighting when I was about 20 years old. And then I started everything at once, so I didn't really have a background in one specific martial art. G. Keg is calling out Brock Lesnar on the live stream. All right. All right. You guys on Millions, can you see me right now? I don't know if I am live or not. Okay, cool. You guys can see me. I was so confused. I was like, how come nobody is commenting anything? All right, I'm going to go back through, answer your guys' comments. Sorry about that. It's probably a little glitch in the system. Okay. You heard Ronda Rousey might be coming back to the UFC. I think that'd be so exciting. I would love it if she came back. Connor was surprised with Patty's fight. I was also surprised it was so dominant. I think that's awesome that Patty put on a dominant performance against an absolute legend. So I was really pumped for that. Bob looks bored and tired. Bob is actually stoked out of his mind to be hanging out with us today. So this is his excited face. My money is on Thompson. Also, I can't say the other name. I'm going to listen to see if I know how to pronounce his name. He's 17-0. Dude. Okay, I tried to listen to Bruce Buffer announcing his name so I know how to pronounce it. Had no idea what he said. It sounded just like mumbles to me. So, sorry, I don't know your name, but you're an awesome fighter. I don't know how to pronounce it. Are there any underdogs or less well-known fighters on the card that you think have potential to pull off a surprising victory in UFC 296? I think Wonder Boy is a huge underdog in this fight. I think everybody is counting him out, but hopefully he can pull off a little head kick knockout or something, surprise everybody, shock the world. Who knows? He has the skill to pay the bills. I think the guy fighting Wonder Boy is going to maul. We will see. I think the karate stance is a little tricky sometimes. Like if you're not used to fighting it, you get like touched a lot, and when you come in hard, you get tagged with a lot of things that you're not used to getting tagged with. So we'll see if this is a good matchup for Wonder Boy or not, but you never really know. All right, what's up, guys? Are you guys ever on TikTok watching the fights? Right now we have Wonder Boy versus Rachmanov. And Rachmanov is just pushing Wonder Boy up against the cage. Wonder Boy doesn't really have much defense, or he doesn't really seem like he's trying to get off the cage at all. Oh, Rachmanov just locked his hands, which is never good when you're against the cage. You have to break the lock. What's up, Edgar? How's it going? I love that you are on TikTok and on my Millions live stream. But yeah, I don't know why I look so red on TikTok. The coloring is way better on Millions. The camera that I use for Millions is way higher quality than my iPhone camera. And for some reason, this lighting right here is not doing me any favors. But I did just go to Hawaii, so I could be a little tanner or redder right now. On Millions, she looks pretty good. Good. I'm glad I don't look burnt on Millions. I feel like I look more washed out on Millions, and then I look so red on TikTok. So if you're watching on TikTok, go over to Millions so you don't have to watch my sunburnt face. Edgar says TikTok got you looking like you work in a chocolate factory. Sorry, I promise my face is not this red. You look like wifey material till you 30, though. Joke's on you. I'm actually 31. What's up, Greg? All right. TikTok is coming through. They're all saying I look good. All right, 30 seconds left in round one. Ooh, Wonderboy has a nice kicks.
It's not just Wonderboy who is in a grueling exchange against David.
All right. One round down. I'm going to give that to Rachmanov. Edgar, you're at the bar with the homies watching the fights, and you have my live stream on? That's awesome. All right. How do you guys feel about this fight so far? Do we think Wonderboy is going to come back in the second? Did Rachmanov burn himself out in the first round? I don't know. I don't know. Who's fighting right now? We got Rachmanov versus Steven Wonderboy Thompson. I very well could be pronouncing the first guy's name wrong, but he's a 17-0 fighter. Oh, I really like Wonderboy's kicks. Oh, he just slipped a hard cross. Dude, Wonderboy does not look tired at all. His kicks look crisp. Ooh, nice side kick from Wonderboy. Ooh, and a sloppy takedown from Rachmanov. Let's see if he can finish it. Ah! Now he has Wonderboy pressed up against the cage again. Edgar says, how are your picks working out so far? Well, Bryce Mitchell started out rough. Patty the Batty came back for a victory. Right now, I'm going for Wonderboy, so I'm guessing I might be 1-2 after this fight, but we will see. But I at least have one victory, so that is good. That is good. Did Tony retire? What did he say? I didn't see Tony retired at all, so I don't know what he said. I don't think they even interviewed him or anything. Did Leon win? Leon is up in 2.5 fights. Colby loses tonight, and he's done. I don't think so. I don't think he loses, and I don't think he's done after the main event in a UFC. What's your MMA record, girl? My MMA record is 7-5, but I'm 6-2 in my last 8. And if you watched my last fight, some would say 7-1 in my last 8. So that's what I like to say. 7-1. No way she fights. Savage. Definitely do. We've been fighting for about 11 or 12 years now. Are there any fights you are looking forward to in the new year? I'm looking forward to Jake Paul fighting in the PFL. Let's see if he actually does. I kind of want to fight that Dakota girl because I think she just fights people who she can beat, and she's 9-0 or 10-0, and I honestly think I could beat her. So I kind of want to fight Dakota. And then also I'm kind of looking forward to Drakus versus Sean Strickland. I think that'll be a good matchup for I don't know how to say his name exactly. Uh-oh. Wonder Boy is getting RNC'd right now. Oh, but he got out. And now Rachmanov is landing some short elbows. Just kind of grinding his forearm against Wonder Boy's face. Oh. No. The first round, Rachmanov just pressed him up against the cage. His toes are in the cage. That grosses me out because if it gets pulled in a weird way and a toe gets broken or pulled off, yuck. So you're looking forward to kicking Dakota in the face. Yes, and I also think I could take her down and beat her in grappling too. And I also feel like I have the perfect training partners to get me ready for her too. If I train with JoJo Calderwood, like the whole fight camp, I think I would do really well against Dakota because I think JoJo's striking is very similar to Dakota's. Both Edwards and Covington are in a pretty good position with this fight. How do you see the fight turning out? I think Colby wins by decision just by pressure and kind of gassing out Edwards. That's my guess. We will see, though. Rachmanov has a rear naked choke right now, but no hooks in. There's like 5 seconds left. Oh, he got the tap! With 5 seconds left? Oh, he's 18-0 now. 18-0 in all finishes? This guy is no joke. 18-0, all finishes. Dang. Edgar said, have you ate today or is it the same story as last time? I learned my lesson from last time since the PFL live stream went like 4 hours. I just barely had a protein shake before and I ate like a bigger lunch. We made some hamburger sliders. So I am full. I don't think I should be getting hungry. And I'm hoping this live stream doesn't go 4 or 5 hours like the PFL one did. That was just so long. Like, I love fights, but when they get drug out too long, you're just like, okay. Greg says, I designed 2 different punch and counter punch techniques. Well, too bad you can't show me them. Holy keyboard, that's a good mic. Could you hear me typing? Did you hear how fast I was at typing? Because I'm a really fast typer. That was 120 words per minute for sure. So, fun little side note, I took keyboarding classes in 7th and 8th grade just because I wanted to see how fast I could type. And I was always the fastest person in the class, and it was like a competition to me. You had to have like at least 90% accuracy rate, and then I can't remember how many words per minute I typed, but I was pretty fast. I thought it was like a really fun game. Sorry, that was loud. I used to type with a pencil a long time ago. All right. How are you guys feeling about the fight?
Well, you most certainly are working. You're one of the most exciting contenders in this division. And tonight, Leon Edwards will fight Colby Covington for the title. Do you believe that you should be next in line for a fight next for the title?
You're the fastest two-finger typer ever. Just typing like this. I don't think I'm very fast like that. I have to be like this. Not sure about the next one. You don't know much about either. I don't really know much about either. I think it's no. Who's that? It's the title fight for the little ones. Oh, Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, he destroyed Tony Ferguson, and it was like not even close. It was his decision. He took him down and stayed on top. Potato, I swear, if you bite any of the cords, I'll be upset. Come here. Potato, come here. Oh, look who's making a live stream appearance. Oh, here she is. The diva herself. Say hi, Potato. The sweetest cat in the world. Breed of cat. Calico. I can't believe I didn't get that one. I was so mad. Colton says, hi, Potato. Say hi, Colton. Hello. That last fight was the worst of the night. I wouldn't say it was the best fight, but I think this next one's going to be pretty awesome. What do you guys think of the girl fight? Aldana and who was the other girl? I can't remember her name. But that girl fight was gnarly. Fight of the night for sure. Both of their faces look like hamburger meat. That was nuts. Such a good fight. If they don't get a $50K bonus... Who's fighting next? We got... Hold on.
Royval versus...
Is it Pakinov? Is that how you say his name?
No.
What is it?
It's Pantoja.
Pantoja versus...
Royval.
Royval? Royval? Pantoja versus Royval. I don't know them very well. This promo is probably the best promo that they could do for Manscaped. 10 out of 10. Have you ever had issues with a fighter after the fight? No, not really. Typically, I'm pretty cool with everybody I fight after I fight them. I think maybe Brooke Mayo. I don't know why. She had it out for me before my fight with her, and then I fought her, and I beat her, and then she had it out for me after that fight, too. So I don't know why she doesn't like me so much, but whatever. Other than that, everyone's been really cool. I have cat hair in my chapstick now. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, yeah. Aldana versus Rosa. Awesome fight. Oh. Pantoja versus Royval. Can you share a memorable fan interaction that left a lasting impression on you? A fan impression. I think probably one of them was Macy Barber. I met her at the Ultimate Fighter finale because I went and watched it at the UFC Apex. And I saw her like coming down the stairs in the back room. And I was like, oh my gosh, Macy, I'm like a huge fan of you. She's like, no way, I just watched you on the Ultimate Fighter. I'm a huge fan of you. And I was like, thank you. And so after that, I thought that was pretty cool. Another fan interaction that left a lasting impression. Honestly, not really. Like, most people just come up and say hi and like get a picture, and it's not anything like more than that. Like, I'll try to like chat with them and like start small talk or like try to get to know them a little bit. But other than that, I don't know. Nothing that is coming to like the forefront of my mind. Yeah. Angel says your parlay hit. Good job. Mine did not. Leon or Colby? I'm voting for Colby. Rachmanov, 2025 world champion. You don't think he's going to get it in 2024? Edgar says, a time you got the pleasure to shut someone up, rolling or sparring, and what was the choke that did it? I don't know if I've really like had like beef with anyone that comes into the gym or anything. But a lot of like college guys will come into the gym kind of like thinking they're tough and stuff, or they'll be like a college wrestler or something like that. And they don't really know much about jiu-jitsu or like how to defend certain submissions. So there's this one time we were playing King of the Mat, and I was the only girl in the class, and I was an amateur at the time, and I just barely started working that like high elbow guillotine that I do a lot. And there's a bunch of like college wrestlers that came in, and so they just like shot down on me on King of the Mat, and I would just kind of like let them double leg me, and then I would hurry and sneak in that guillotine, because the way that they're taught to shoot in wrestling leaves their neck open, because in wrestling obviously you can't guillotine. So I would like choke all of them out, and they'd be like, what the heck? So I think it's just funny, kind of like shutting down a bunch of new like college dudes that are new to the MMA gym, and they like think they're all tough, and they get submitted by a girl, and they're like, what the heck? Maybe I'm not that tough. What's up, Wormy? Oh, I was hoping you'd get on. Came from TikTok. What up, Bob? Bob says, what up, you guys? Oh, even on TikTok, Bob looks sunburnt, and my picture looks sunburnt. That's funny. I wonder if my camera is just weird or something. Are you going to show the fight? No, that is illegal. I cannot do that, but you can stream the fights and stream my live stream, and it's like we're watching them together, like we're besties hanging out, watching the fights. It's almost as good as just watching the pay-per-view, you know? Would you ever fight your opponent in the crowd at a different fight? No, I am not fighting unless I'm getting paid. That stuff hurts too bad, so absolutely not. Wormy? Would you ever train at Team Alpha Male? So I went there once to go try it out to see if I would like it. And I think I just wouldn't like living in California. It wasn't really like my vibe or anything. I think the gym would be awesome, but I really, really like Syndicate MMA. I think that has a really good team environment. There's awesome girls there, and I really like the way they like hold practice and run it. So I really like Syndicate, but I did try out a couple gyms just to see which ones I liked best. But I found a really good home at Syndicate. What's up, Joey? I want to go to one of your fights. Well, you should come to one of them. I don't know where my next one will be. I'm hoping Vegas, so I don't have to travel or fly for it. There's nothing worse than traveling and cutting weight at the same time. You're just like, ugh. You want to try all the good food? Like when I was in New York, I couldn't eat any of the good food. I just had my unsalted chicken and unsalted almonds to eat like 3 days leading up before I weighed in. You just started BJJ. After a while, do you start remembering everything? Yeah. So after a while, like the more you do the moves and the more repetitions you get in, it becomes muscle memory. So you don't have to think about all the technique all the time. You can kind of just like naturally just go to the position. So it does get easier. Stick with it. Keep going. Do you guys love the Kudo Popcorn fight panel on the cage? Kudo Popcorn, official sponsor of the UFC and me. It's actually really good popcorn. Do you train with Khalil at all? Obviously, he's slightly bigger than me, so no, we don't like train together. But he comes in and he's watched a couple of my sparring rounds, and he's given me tips and stuff. So he's kind of like a really nice teammate that has been like slightly a mentor, not really, like kind of. He's given me like tips and coaching, and then I started working with his strength and conditioning coach that he always has in his corner for my last fight camp. So I think I only worked with him like 3 times before my fight. So I think for my next fight camp, I'm going to work with the strength and conditioning coach the entire fight camp. That way I'm like super prepared for the fight. If you could spend Christmas anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? It would be right here in Utah because I love that. I love when it gets cold and maybe snows on Christmas, and then any other day, it's not acceptable. The cold and snow can go away. But on Christmas, that's the one day I like the cold and snow. How much poke did you eat when you were on Oahu? I think I went to the Big Island, so I went to Kona. But I ate poke probably 3 times. Honestly, I'm going to say the poke is better in Vegas. The fish might not be as fresh as Hawaii. I don't know. Vegas does get their fish imported, I think, daily in like the nicer restaurants. And then, but I think Vegas has more like sides and toppings for their poke, which I like. In Hawaii, it's just like rice, fish, sauce. That's it. And I'm like, in Vegas, you can get like jalapenos, corn, tamago, different kinds of sauces on there. And I get it gangster style, so it's really spicy. So I like the Vegas one better. So if you go to Vegas, Poke Poku, it's not on the Strip. It's my favorite poke place. What's your co-main and main picks? I got Royval and Colby. I've got Pantoja and Colby. We'll see how this goes. Where are you from, CP? You came to Utah for UFC 291? Miami. Colby, bro. Sorry. I know I'm getting a lot of heat for that. Greg says I'm not fond of the cold. Not me either. I much prefer the warm. Did you get a chance to swim, or did the sharks ruin it for you? I got a chance to swim, but 2 days I was there, they had to take like a 2-hour break for the sharks because some sharks came to the beaches. So they take a 2-hour break once they see a shark, and if they don't see a shark within another 2 hours, then they let you back in the ocean. But if they see another shark within those 2 hours, they kind of just like call it for the rest of the day. And so one time we had to take a 2-hour break, and the other time they called it for the whole day. But it's funny because right when the lifeguard leaves at like 5 p.m., everybody just like hops into the ocean. I'm like, ugh. You guys are brave, because I'm not trying to get bit by a shark. What strength and conditioning do you like to do through fight camp? So I like doing more functional fitness for fight camps, not just like kind of like bro lifting. I like doing like snatches, bike sprints, treadmill sprints, tire flips, old school conditioning, ball slams, hammer slams, that kind of stuff, speed and agility stuff. Those are the things that I like focusing on during a fight camp. And I think it makes training way more fun when you do stuff like that. Edgar, you lived in Hawaii? Who's fighting now? We got Pantoja versus, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. Royval. Brandon Royval. Why do I have Colby winning? I think he's going to push the pace, and I think he's going to really put the pressure on Edwards and kind of gas him out, because Colby has an insane gas tank. It is Edwards' God-given right to knock out Colby. What do you guys feel about Donald Trump coming to watch Colby? Everybody in the UFC crowd was like freaking out when Donald Trump was walking out. Pantoja is throwing some high volume, or just shot him for a takedown. Royval stuffed it.
He beat Brandon last time.
Yeah. Ooh. Pantoja just threw a nice inside leg kick. Ooh, those look hard. Ooh. How tall are you? I am 5'8". Oh, that was a hard body kick by Pantoja. You got money on Colby in the third round. All right. Those are really cool. Sprints are really hard. You're right. Sprints are not easy, but also fighting is not easy. So definitely have to make sure you're in shape for it. Ooh, nice double leg by Pantoja. That was speedy. It was like it was in fast forward for a second. These little guys move fast. Ooh. Ooh. Five and 7, but 6 and 2 in my last 8.
Oh, he's
Oh, what?
Did he rock it with that? That looked weird. He like fell forward after he got a kick.
Royval is being a spaz on bottom, swinging his legs like crazy. So Pantoja is having a hard time staying in guard or passing guard. Other than the face, where's the worst place to take a hit? And I'm gonna have to say liver. I've never had like a liver shot that like completely stopped me, except for one time during sparring. I was sparring with Ramona, and she was like, I think 20 or 25 pounds bigger than me. She landed a body kick, and I caught it, and I was gonna take her down, and then all of a sudden, my body went like froze, and I was like, and that was the worst feeling ever. But I did finish that round, so that was good. But I was like, holy crap, I've never really felt that before. That was not fun. Pantoja finally passed guard in a really pretty cool way. He like circled around towards the head. Now he's in mount. Royval is a spaz, moving around like crazy. Royval regarded and is and standing back up to the feet. All right. It looked like Pantoja kind of like backed up to let it go back up to the feet. I caught my I'm going to say that. Greg reminded me when he said I caught my instructor's foot at the same time his toe went into my eye. That sucks. A toe is gross in your eye. But I'm going to have to say getting hit in the eye is worse. Like getting scratched in the eye poked, not fun. That is literally the worst. When is Colby fighting? Colby is fighting next fight. We are in the co-main event. We're 1 round down. I think it's a 5-round fight. And these are little guys, so I think it's going to go the whole 5 rounds. Toe and eye, that's how you get pink eye. Where can you watch it? ESPN. Can you shout out your elementary school bestie? What's up, Maddie? Maddie, are you watching the fights tonight? Why is TikTok so obsessed with bicep checks? Answer me that. You're right. I don't think that is the way to get pink eye. I didn't want to explain that, though. All right, round 2. Ooh, nice overhand by Pantoja. Oh, gosh. Pantoja is landing a mean body kick. Ooh. Royval just landed a nice knee. So I'm going to say first worst place to get punched in, the face. Second worst place, the eye. Third worst place, the liver. Fourth worst place, the eyelashes. When people punch me in the eyelashes, I get very upset. Don't like that. Nice takedown by Pantoja. And it kind of looks like it's going to be similar to the first round. Can you get athlete's foot in the eye? I hope not. I don't get kicked in the eye very often, so. Thank you, Rogue Dog. I got kicked in the kidney once, and I thought my kidney busted. That's terrifying. What's up, Logan? I look normal. Thanks. Greg says your instructors were 8th degree black belts in Aikido when I was a green belt in Taekwondo. Wow. Pantoja's just kind of laying on top right here. He's finally controlling Royval much better this time. What are you drinking? Oh, great question. Oh, I just lost my lid. I'm drinking Synergy Kombucha, gingerberry flavor. I get these in a 6-pack at Walmart. I love kombucha. How do you mentally prepare knowing some fighters hit hard? Luckily, in MMA fights, I don't think it hurts really bad in the fight. It will hurt afterwards more. It's more kind of just like annoying when you get hit hard in a fight and it kind of flashes you. But I wouldn't say it's like painful in a fight because you have so much adrenaline. But obviously, it's terrifying thinking you're going to get knocked out in front of like a huge crowd of people. So you just got to try to not let those thoughts invade your head. Focus on what you can do and focus what you can control at that time. When those thoughts kind of like come in your head, just let them go through. Let them leave. What's up, Danimal? All right, fights back up to the feet. 1 minute left of the second round. Pantoja. Oh, did he just wobble him? Pantoja just wobbled him with a right hand. Oh. Pantoja is definitely winning this round. Do you know what? I appreciate you coming to Millions into the live stream, Danimal. Edgar, I'll answer that. What goes through your mind when you get caught with one of the punches but don't get knocked out? Yeah, it's more of like an annoyance, like, oh, crap, that was annoying. Sometimes you get flashed, sometimes you don't. Something that I think, too, is like, okay, now I got to go land like 3 punches to make up for that one punch that landed, so I'm ahead on the scorecard. That's kind of how I think sometimes, too. Is Pantoja winning? Yes, he is. 2 rounds to Pantoja. We have 3 rounds left to go. It looks like Royval is really slowing down right now. I have a parlay bet on him. On who? Who's in your parlay, Xavier? Sad you missed this UFC. We still have 1.5 fights left to go. Ooh, Royval just caught Pantoja's kick. Didn't do anything with it, though. Pantoja is so speedy. Oh, and he landed a nice double leg. When you read something you don't want to say out loud. You caught that? Is Colby fighting yet? He is fighting in the next fight, which is after 3 rounds. We still have 3 rounds left in this fight. Ooh, Pantoja just rolled over the top of Royval, and he got right back up. Who's winning the fight? Pantoja is winning. Ferguson got destroyed by Patty, the Patty. In between rounds, do you feel the damage from the previous one, or is adrenaline still running high until the gloves come off post-fight? I'll just give an example. If you watched my fight 2 fights ago in the PFL on their Challenger series, I got cut and I had blood dripping down my face, and I had no idea my face looked like that the entire time. I only knew that blood was dripping down my face when I went back and looked at the pictures, and I was like, really? My face looked like that? I thought it was fine. And then when I went back, I was like, did I get scratched on the eye? I'm like, is it just a scratch, or do I need stitches? And then my coach was like, you definitely need stitches. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, I don't really want stitches. And they're like, the doctor was like, you need stitches. I'm like, okay. And then I got 7 stitches. So no, I don't really feel the damage. It's more just like a mental battle for me between rounds. What boxing style do you like best or is most effective? I'm going to say I like kickboxing. I prefer to kick. I really like that. I think it's fun. But, yeah. Potatoes hiding underneath this. No, don't bite the cords. Rascal. Why isn't that picture on a shirt with that quote too? That'd actually be a good shirt. My eye just like dripping blood. Is it just a scratch or do I need stitches? All right, Edgar, maybe I'll make one just for you so you can buy it. Anything happening in the fight? Pantoja is just basically laying on top of Royval. There's 10 seconds left, and it's basically the same as the first 2 rounds. You have super nice eyebrows. Thank you. I actually have them, it's not microbladed because I was a 90s baby, so I plucked the crap out of my eyebrows. So if I didn't have like any microblading, I would just have like a square and a straight line. Very odd. Why did I think that was a good look? I'm watching you while watching the fight. Well, basically, it's kind of like we're hanging out, right? It's like the second best thing that you can get to actually watching the pay-per-view is watching me watch the pay-per-view. If you haven't bought the pay-per-view yet. I wish the shirt... with you throwing a knee was bigger and a lot more clear. TBH, still my favorite shirt to walk backwards in. I'm glad it's your favorite shirt to walk backwards in. Makes me happy. I'll give that feedback to millions that they want a clearer picture on the shirts. Connor says, I have to get my eyebrows microbladed now. Do it, Connor. Your eyebrows will look fabulous.
Was just 39% coming in, and that has been exploited by Pantoja. It was
39%. Grace, don't point that out. And of course, Jason comments that right after Grace's comment. Turn the camera towards your TV, please. I cannot. That's illegal. This is my boyfriend, Bob. He's hanging out with me today. I'm going to tell them to make me look like The Rock. Has Bob ate anything today? Bob actually does intermittent fasting, but he never actually does the eating part. He just does the fasting part. That's why he's so shredded. Do you wish Bob could talk? No. I feel like that would creep me out. All right, Pantoja is on the back now. He has a body triangle locked up. Doesn't look like he's going for a choke at the moment. He's just controlling the position. And we are halfway through round 4. Is Bob your cuddle buddy? He's more of my punching buddy. Freaking do a boxing combo real quick. On Bob. This is a weird angle. Uppercut. Cross. Overhand. Very awesome couch technique. Hope all is well with Katniss. Well, I hope all is well with Dr. Toby. That's a KO. Thank you. Oh, Pantoja has the arm around the chin, not quite under the chin, but it could be a jaw. Oh no. Royval is fighting it off. Have you done a full spin jumping reverse roundhouse on Bob? Of course. I do that for my warm-up routine. Bob and Potato having full-blown conversations when Kaytlin isn't home. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. All right, we got 1 minute left. Round 4. Pantoja has been dominating basically the entire fight. What's your BJJ rank? I am a purple belt, but I didn't really test very much. So it took me like 6 years to get my blue belt, another 6 years to get my purple. So I'm on a very slow trajectory to getting my black belt, but eventually I'll get there, you know. I focus more on my fighting rather than my belt ranking. And then also I've had those knee injuries. So I was out for, I think, like 2 years with knee injuries, which was rough. So ooh, Royval finished on top. Plot twist. Doesn't Potato have a rare coat? I don't think so. The cutest thing about Potato is that she has a little white fluff on the end of her tail. Potato, come show people the white fluff. Oh, got her. So the edge of her tail has this cute little white fluff, and it's so cute. That's so cute, Potato. So that's probably my favorite part about her coat. I don't think it's rare, though. I think it's just a calico. Honestly, I got her from an adoption agency, and they didn't tell me what kind of breed she was, so I'm just guessing. Are you jumping on the I'm a pro female MMA, of course, trend going around on TikTok? No. What is that? Potatoes like put me down. Yeah, she kind of gets a little camera shy sometimes. Did Pantoja win? The fight is still going. We still have 1 round left, and the 5th round just started. I wonder who she's talking. What's the tattoo on your arm? It is resilient. Connor says she looks really healthy. What a model. She is a model. So if you guys are wondering why I'm talking this way instead of towards TikTok, I'm actually doing a live stream on Millions, which is a really cool platform where you can connect with your favorite athletes, not just me. There's a bunch of other athletes on here. So if you want to watch other fights, NFL, football, MLB with like your favorite athletes, you can go over and stream those on Millions and follow all the athletes that you like. The link is in my bio to go and do that, create a profile, make sure you follow me, and then you won't miss any of my live streams. And it's way better quality. I look like I'm sunburnt or like an Oompa Loompa on TikTok for some reason. But on Millions, it's like a crystal clear view. And I see your comments on Millions. On TikTok, I don't catch everyone's comments. So if you really want to chat with me and you don't want to miss any of my live streams, hop on over to Millions. And also I drop merch on Millions, like this shirt that Bob is wearing. Or I do have a children's book that I sell through Millions too, and you can get an autographed copy on there. But it's a really cool platform. Greg says, is your left or right knee bad? I actually had a full repair meniscus surgery. Ooh, Pantoja just kind of dived into a takedown. Dove into a takedown? Dived in? Dove? Dove is definitely the correct word. Ooh, okay. Pantoja just got the takedown. He's in half guard. Okay, I'm going to answer that comment now. Is your left or right knee bad? So I actually got a full meniscus repair on my left knee. Went through the entire PT protocol for 9 months. Went back to training for maybe a month. I was sparring with Roxanne Modafferi, and I just stepped to the side. My ACL blew out in my right knee. So then I had to go get ACL surgery on my opposite knee. I think I was just overcompensating so much on my right leg. So that's why my ACL went out. And then I had to go through another full 9-month recovery, went back to training for I think like another like 6 months or something. Then I was able to take an MMA fight, and then I beat a girl by standing guillotine. So that was a rough patch in my career, and that is also why I got the Resilient tattoo. Because I definitely felt like I wanted to give up, or I felt like I kind of like should give up, but I didn't, and it was kind of cool. It's a cool story now. It really sucked going through at the time. Connor says, the merch is more comfortable than my other scratchy sweaters, and people were checking me out in it. Nice. I'm glad it's comfortable, and I'm glad you like it. Standing guillotine is dope AF, though. So the way I set it up was pretty cool. So I kicked her into the body, and she like kind of hunched over. She was holding my leg because I think she like accidentally caught my leg when she was hunching over, trying to like protect her body from like shutting down. And then while she was hunching over, I just wrapped up the standing guillotine and submitted her, and she's a black belt. So that was also pretty cool. What's up, B-Walls? Welcome from TikTok. My knee is affected from my left tibia, suffering from a compound fracture. Never had surgery on it from a long time ago. Yikes. Greg, do you walk backwards and do you do tibialis raises? Edgar says, for real, the merch shirts are soft AF. Good. Bob also agrees. Soft. When do you fight next? I don't know. I'm hoping early 2024. I was supposed to fight twice this year with the PFL and then 3 times next year, but it doesn't seem like they're doing the $1 million tournament in my weight class anymore. So I don't think I will be, I don't know like what it will look like now. Like, I don't know if I'm going to keep fighting with the PFL or if I'm going to switch promotions or something. I just have to like talk with my managers and see what the PFL says. But I think hopefully early 2024.
Just incredible. I'm blown away by Alexandre Pantoja. Brandon Royval looks like a 10-round.
B-Walls, welcome from TikTok. I'm glad. I'm glad this sounds better. What do you do for cardio during camp? I run sprints. I do airdyne sprints. I do agility drills. I do tire flips. I did that for my last fight camp. I did like power cleans, stuff like that. Ball slams where you carry like a huge ball and run down the road. Just like a bunch of fun, random like agility and power, strength and conditioning. So that's what I did for my last fight camp. Typically I will just like run treadmill sprints and then do wrestling and like that kind of stuff. But ooh, Pantoja won. All right, I'm 2-2 with my picks. Not bad. That's a 50-50. If Colby wins, I get majority for all of my picks for my. We will see. Who do you train under? I train at Top Team in Atlanta. Nice. I train at Syndicate MMA in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then I also train at Agima Jiu-Jitsu in Utah. Ball slams, like med ball slams. All right. The main event starting now. Right after Pantoja's speech. Code Orange saying, let's go Edwards. Colby will win if he keeps his hands up and doesn't lead with his head when throwing punches. Hopefully. Katie says, how about the new Mother God documentary? I haven't seen that. Is that on Netflix or is it on Hulu? Are you watching on Fight Pass? I am watching on ESPN Plus. It's a pay-per-view, so you have to buy it. Hulu and it's wild. What is it about, Katie? Katie, have you watched Twin Flames on Netflix? Dang it, I don't have HBO. Do you have any advice for upcoming fighters? Keep showing up. Whether you want to go to practice, like you feel like you want to go into practice, or you don't feel like you want to go to practice, just show up. Keep showing up. I've noticed that it's not necessarily like the best fighters that succeed. It's the people who are the most consistent. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and who just go to practice willing to learn and work hard. I feel like those are the people who really succeed. So. The Twin Flame show was crazy. Yeah, that was nuts. It is wild to me what people will put up with. Who won the last one? Pantoja won. It went all 5 rounds, and he won the decision, and it was pretty unanimous. What is the thermostat set on? I need to know if we're compatible. It's at the perfect temperature. 69 degrees. Bryce got to get a win soon. He's in a slump. I thought Bryce was winning. Wasn't he on a winning streak?
He lost the guy that's about to fight Volkanovski. Can't remember his name. And then he beat somebody and then he lost it. So he's 1-2 in his last 3, but he won all his other fights.
Greg says, my heater is on 85. Greg, your house is warm. Sheesh. We just pretend we're hot in here. Connor, what is your thermostat? Who is on now? We got Colby versus Edwards about to walk out. Do you think Connor will come back and win in the UFC? Yes. I hope he does, at least. I just think he keeps things entertaining and fun, so I really, really hope he comes back. 85? Hell no, bro, preparing to take Lucifer's throne. Yeah, 85 is a little too warm even for me, and I like it warm. So B-Wall says mine is set at 65 and it's 38 outside. Are you still signed with the PFL, or could you fight in the UFC next year? So they're not doing a $1 million tournament in my weight class anymore, which is why I signed with the PFL. So technically I'm released, but I can probably still re-sign with them. I'm kind of just figuring out what I want to do. So basically my options are to either stay with the PFL, really get that really good paycheck, or switch to Invicta, hopefully get a couple wins, and then maybe fight on Contenders or take a short notice fight in the UFC. So we'll see. I don't really know what I'm going to do at the moment. I just have to talk to my manager and see what the next best step for me is. When fighters cut weight in the tub, is it with just salt? I don't put any salt in the tub water. I just put hot water on. And I don't even put like hot water. I just put like pretty warm water, and I just sit there and sweat. And it's the least miserable way that I cut weight, because I keep my arms out and I just let the sweat come from my lower body. And that's how I prefer to do it. I don't understand the fighters who sit in saunas and just make themselves absolutely miserable. Even when I'm sitting in the tub with my arms out, I'll have like an ice pack being rubbed on my head or just like sitting on my shoulders. And so that's the least miserable way I can cut weight. If she comes in the UFC, I will watch every fight. Thank you. Do you think Colby wins? Yes, I want him to win. Fight BKFL? Is that bare knuckle? I don't want to fight bare knuckle, no way. I think MMA is crazy enough, so that is where I draw the line. I am not going to fight bare knuckle, no way. The only way I would literally ever fight bare knuckle is if I'm getting paid a lot of money, like a lot. And then it's against Paige Van Zandt. So it's the only way I'm fighting bare knuckle. What's the biggest weight cut you've done in the shortest time? It was probably my last weight cut. I was pretty sick before my fight camp and like the first week or two in my fight camp. So my conditioning wasn't at its peak for my last fight. I don't think it was awful or anything, but I was not feeling my best for that last fight. And so my weight was a little bit higher too. I think I was, let me try to think. I think I was like 140 pounds the Monday before, and then I weighed in at 126 on Thursday morning. So I cut like 14 pounds that week. Not fun. Wager on the fight, Rapunzel. Rapunzel. Do you think they should have limit weight cuts? I wish they did. That way I could just fight at 135 and I don't have to cut as much weight. And I wouldn't be fighting girls who are cutting from like 170. So I would prefer that. Do I think that's going to happen while I'm still in the sport? Nope. But that would be nice. Do you know any fighters that fight at the same weight they walk around at? I mean, some amateurs. I know a couple, but not really. I think if you want to take it like seriously, you want to be the bigger fighter and make sure that like you do cut a little bit of weight. Kat, my roommate on The Ultimate Fighter, she was walking around at 125 and she actually had to gain weight on the show. So she was pounding food in the Ultimate Fighter house. And I was really jealous of her because I was starving myself. trying to make weight. So there's a couple out there. I had to cut from 230 to 215 for my last fight. In how many days? All right, Colby Covington is now currently walking out. He looks angry. He's got his game face on. I lost 70 pounds in 1 month when I was 21. Were you okay, Greg? What about the hydration testing like some companies do? So the only time they've ever done like a hydration test was when I was in, actually it wasn't a hydration test, it was a weight test. I fought in California for Bellator, and they wanted to make sure that people weren't cutting too much weight. So you had to weigh in right before your fight. And it couldn't be over 10% of what you weighed in at for your fight weight. So if you were over 10%, then you couldn't fight. So that's the only time it's ever kind of been managed. But that's not a problem for me because I normally put on like 8 pounds after I weigh in. But I eat a lot after my weigh-ins. So 2 fights ago, I ate, I think it was honestly, I got a cheeseburger, and then I got one of those huge Bavarian pretzels with cheese. And then that night I got a box of crumble cookie, and I ate all 3 crumble cookies. And the only reason why I didn't eat all 4 crumble cookies is because I gave one to one of the people who like works for the PFL. And so I would have eaten the box of all 4. Well, there's Donald Trump talking to Colby Covington. The president's favorite fighter. So yeah, anyways, I ate a lot after I weigh in. And after I finished all 3 crumble cookies, I didn't even feel sick. I just felt satisfied, and it was so odd. I was like, how do I not feel sick right now? Donald gonna lose votes doing that. I don't know. Everyone seems to be freaking out that Donald Trump is there. They gave me a 6-day notice, yes. Crumble sounds so good. True. I'm hoping they have really good flavors next week for Christmas. Fingers crossed. How many calories do crumble cookies have on an estimate? So the ones without frosting are typically like 400 to 500 calories. But I like the ones that are like stuffed with frosting and like all the toppings on it. And those are more in the 750 to like 1200 calorie range. So yeah, crumble cookies are a lot of calories. Was you in the Ultimate Fighter house with Hannah Guy? Yes, I was. Hannah is super nice, and I actually fought her after the Ultimate Fighter on Invicta. She's actually really cool. She was so nice. Do you sing? Yes, I do, but not good. What do you think of Juju? I actually really like Juju. She's really nice. For my last fight camp and for her last fight camp, we trained together a little bit at the UFC Apex. I like her. I think she's nice. But if we fought again, there's no way she's beating me. I would take that fight again. I think I was just like mentally drained being in the Ultimate Fighter house, going through my dad's death and like all that kind of stuff, like processing all those emotions and having it being my second weight cut and everything. I think all of that was just adding up. So I wasn't like mentally ready in that fight, and I was trying to put myself in like the right mental headspace, but I just like could not get there. B-Wall says, yes, she is. We actually fight for the same company. What company? Are you talking about fight promotion or fight manager? What's B3? All right, Leon Edwards has now made his way to the cage. Do you have a lot of family support you with your chosen career? Yes, I do. All of my family support me. None of them have ever told me to quit. They've never told me that they don't want me to do it. They get nervous when I fight, but they don't ever say don't do it. Like, they are 100% supportive. Even when I had like back-to-back knee surgeries and a really big slump in my career and I wasn't doing super awesome at the very beginning of my pro career, they never told me to stop. They never told me to give up. They were just like really supportive, and they're like, yeah, I'm very lucky to have such awesome family. B3 used to be known as Strike Force MMA fighting. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I have heard of Strike Force, but I haven't heard of B3. What's up, Derek? All right, guys. Who do we got winning this? I have Colby. Are you guys going to come at me for that? Someone wants to see the shirt Bob is wearing? This is my shirt that I have on Millions. It's one of my merch shirts. So if you want it, you can go and actually buy it on Millions. The link is in my bio. Just click join my free UFC 296 watch party, and you can sign up and get my merch. It says, so my nickname is Katniss, and it says, the odds are in my favor. It's a pretty sick shirt. Cool design. All right. Edgar's saying USA, USA. Buying now. Where do I buy? Head over to the link in my bio, and you can, I think there's a shop my merch link, so you can go directly to that link and you can buy it there. But it is on Millions. The lashes look great. Thank you. Headlock Bob. It's so awkward to headlock him on the couch. I'll just put him in a rear naked choke really quick. The only thing bad about Bob is that he never taps. He's so stubborn. He'll just go right to sleep before he taps. He's such an ego sometimes. Hey, what was the girl you were talking about 10 minutes ago that you fought? Are you talking about Juju or Hannah? Who's watching the fight with you? You got Bob. Bob and Potato. Main event starting now. It's time. Edgar says that bloke Leon can go back to his tea and biscuits. I don't have anything against Edward, but I just want Colby to win. When I was on The Ultimate Fighter, he was fighting at the UFC Apex, I think one of the Saturdays that I was there. So he came in to our training room, like right when we were finishing up training. He was going to use our training room after us. And so I met him briefly, and I walked up to him. I was like, It's a good thing you're meeting Team Nunez instead of Team Pena because their team is full of nerds and virgins. And then he kind of laughed a little bit. But he was really nice. Wait, does Bob not wear pants when hanging out? Bob wears nude Muay Thai pants. So I tell him to go with a different color, but he prefers the nude. Interesting guy. Can't talk him out of not wearing those ones. I wish he would wear colored ones. I want my shirt worn. Is that an option? No, that is not an option. It's like print on demand. So you go and order it, they print it, and then send it to you. So I can't sign it and I can't wear it. Colby by first round KO. Guess we'll see. TikTok wild in. Lol. It's true. All right. Did he touch gloves? Not watching. Colby KO in 2. All right. Here we go. Missed head kick by Colby. Knee stomp by Colby. The crowd is chanting USA. Not a whole lot of action in the first 30 seconds. It's a good feel-out process. Still just filling each other out, 1 minute down.
Colby doesn't look that small. It's kind of big.
Colby needs to get his hands up. His hands are up by his brows.
Colby looks bigger than normal.
Keeps dropping them. Maybe when he throws, he's dropping them.
This is not a typical Colby Covington starter fight at all. He's usually pulling on the pressure right away. Because when you make cardio your biggest weapon, you know that you
Lala, thanks for sticking up for me. What is he saying?
don't know if the next guy can stay with you.
Yes, I wrote a children's book. You can get my children's book at the link in my bio too. And if you get it through the link in my bio instead of on Amazon, I will sign that copy. But I think the copy on Amazon is a little bit cheaper.
It's not just the power, it's the precision. The technique is flawless. He is as clean a striker as we've ever seen. I think the reason Leon's been eventually because Colby's a southpaw. He usually fights southpaw that takes a lot of body kicks. So he wants to keep that weapon available to him. And Judge, you're putting out the precision. Kamal Usman said to us this week, Leon Edwards' biggest asset in there is his sharpness as a striker. The connection there about both guys.
On an average fight, how much time do you give it to feel each other out before you feel comfortable? Ooh. Edwards caught Covington.
He's gonna shoot. It's too bad.
Just so well balanced in this strike.
Typically I would say like a good 30 seconds. It depends on the fight. Like sometimes like immediately I'm comfortable in there. If it's an opponent I'm a little bit more hesitant for, like if they're like heavy hitters or they have a lot of knockouts on their record, I'm starting out a little bit slower and it takes me like 30 seconds to a minute to feel them out, I would say. But somebody asked, what's going through your head the first minute in the fight? I think it's just like feeling out your opponent. Like, what are they going to throw? What do you feel like their game plan is? How fast are they? How hard did they hit? That kind of stuff. You're just kind of like really feeling out what they're throwing.
Just trying to get a feel for where the leg is at. By him grabbing that leg, that's encouraging for him. It's not great with Leon defended, but it's encouraging because now he knows that he really commits to getting that takedown. He at least knows that he can get to the leg. This is very atypical of Colby Covington. He just got tagged with a good left hand. We very rarely see him quite cautious. Well, perhaps something has to do with it was the longest layoff of his career.
I fight for the PFL. All right, they're still kind of filling each other out.
I think Colby's trying to get him to commit hard so he can shoot takedown.
Colby shot in a couple times, wasn't really successful. Oh yeah, they're slipping on the mat. Ooh, a little stab kick from Colby. Ooh, nice little punch combination by Colby. 15 seconds left.
Boy, if Colby fights this way, yeah, he's not going to win. Yeah, Leon, hey, this is Leon's pace. This is Leon's distance. No pressure. You're not testing his cardio. You're not using any of his skills. Round one down.
About to have some live fights here at the bar. Tequila and whiskey is flowing. Oh no, what are they fighting about? Too bad you couldn't start your own fighting league. I don't really want to start my own fighting league. I think that would be a nightmare of a business to pursue. I don't know how profitable many fighting leagues are, especially like local ones. You have to have a lot of rich people donate to them. Who won the round? I would say Leon, maybe. Who's landing the bigger shots? Ooh.
So a strong first round for Leon Edwards, although just 17 combined strikes were landed.
17 combined strikes were landed in round number one.
But maybe you have to wait to hope that some of that snap off Leon strikes wears off, as the fight goes on. But you got to press it. Yeah, even if it's just to put him in a clinch if you're Colby Covington. Yeah, he's not getting pressed.
Ooh.
He tries to tell on he's going to be pretty
Just like this. I mean, it's such a low volume.
He's going right
This
for
not
it.
kicks the body.
Ooh. Leon just caught Colby coming in. I think Colby's just looking for a big shot from Leon to take him down.
You don't engage in the fight that you know you need to fight in order to win this when these guys go home and they want the man drink so much more, right? Sometimes you get these challenges, they get in there, they freeze up. It's not what we expect from Colby Covington because we have seen him in 2 title fights against one of the best lightweights of all time. We expect him to fight him in the same way that he fought Carl Usman.
Sorry, I'm not going to put a mirror behind me. Okay, they're kind of just like feeling each other out. Still, Leon is like picking and poking. Colby seems like he is a little hesitant or frustrated, maybe? I don't know. B-Balls doesn't think it's going to make it all the rounds.
Ooh, look at his thigh.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Colby's thigh already has a pretty gnarly mark on it.
Look like swollen.
I mean, I've never seen Kobe fight like this. It's true. Leon Edwards is a powerful guy, but you can't think that he'd have more punching power than Kamaru Usman. After what we have seen, Kamaru Usman, you guys have more.
Now the crowd is booing. First they were chanting USA, now they're booing. Paula, I like you. You are very straightforward. I kind of wish a little bit more was happening in this fight.
Yeah, but he can't press forward or he's going to take him down. Can't just be like this.
Yeah, we're almost done with the second round. He's not even breathing a little bit. Nothing.
Crowds could never be pleased. True.
Because one of his biggest strengths is that pace, is that cardio.
Who do you think is going to win? From the look how the fight is going like so far in the first two rounds, I think Leon is going to win. Colby needs to like pick up the pace a little bit because Leon is just kind of just like picking him apart. Ooh.
Very reactionary here late in the round. I'll arrange with that offering. I want to hear your advice. Yeah, go back to school. I got to know what they're seeing. Or that, I don't necessarily know what the plan is right now.
All right, 30 seconds down. Interesting game plan by Colby Covington.
Yeah. They'll get comfortable.
Everyone loves Lala on the stream. All right. 3 rounds left.
You're the challenger. Now, for example, he keep on throwing the hooks. What are you going to do? We throw? I'm the way right here. Hopefully they throw. He's for real. Because right here, but he's not throwing knee. You're not throwing knees, not throwing upper. Every time you go, he attends you with the hook. So now it's time for him to pressure. Change your effort. Throw the out of the way because he's going to throw the hook. And that's why you throw this one too. Because his face is there.
Maybe he's just waiting for him to throw a hook so he can shoot under.
I was just surprised at how fast he is.
And here's a solid body kick. And another leg kick.
Ooh, KO TKO coming this round, and you all owe me Applebee's. Witty Wonka. Your brows are perfection. Thank you. Ooh. He's slipping on the cage. Maybe that's why he's not shooting as much because it's slippery.
He just said he's been a little nervous. Should have gone and talked to the president before he's putting pressure on himself. He knows his live streams.
Who's winning? Leon Edwards is winning. 2 rounds. But it's a 5-round fight. Who do I got? Well, I wanted Colby to win, but I guess I think Edwards is going to win from how the fight is going. Does Colby look pale? People keep saying he has the flu. I don't think he looks too pale. I mean, he's kind of red now from getting punched. Oh, he just got clipped by a lead hook and a leg kick. Ah. And he's switching stances a little bit. Colby is nervous because his husband is attending tonight. Let's see if he gets a takedown. Oh.
Mistake by Edwards.
Nice. Covington is now on top. Silly Edwards. Tried to take the back of Covington. Now Covington is on top with 3 minutes left in round 3. Nice.
And he's right back up easy.
Right back up to the feet. And now Leon shoots in with his own.
Ego. He's fighting with his ego.
Well, he's about to. Oh, he just took Colby down.
Takes Colby Covington down. He's the one that secures the takedown. Amazing.
And then he gets back up. He probably just wanted to show Colby that he could.
Yesterday. And look at how composed he's fighting. He's measured, he's taking his time.
Do you fight? Yes, I do. You said that nice like an Aussie. I am definitely from Utah, so if anything, I have a redneck accent. So far, it's a unanimous decision for Leon Edwards. You used to live in Ogden? I am from Linden, Utah, so Utah County. One minute left, round 3. $11 p.m. It is past my bedtime. The mountains in Utah are underrated. True. They're really pretty. Woody Wonka says, go Joseph Smith. 2 p.m. here.
The champion with nary a scratch through 15 minutes.
We need a split decision. I don't think we're going to get a split decision. I think Leon is just going to win, unless Colby somehow pulls something out the next 2 rounds. Dang it. It's 1 a.m. in Atlanta. Ugh. I don't know if I would stay up late enough to watch the fight. Ugh. You are a trooper. Fight life all the way here. I can respect that. Edgar, I still have 2 rounds. We don't know. And at least I got 2 so far. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Leon just landed a nasty calf kick on Colby.
Well, this performance, Colby Covington, as he shoots for a takedown here, very much an outlier when it comes to his career. He is 35 years
We have a full house of fighters here watching and listening to you. Oh, well, that doesn't make me nervous. Colby just did a sweet little spin out of a joke. A desperation escape, some may say. Don't get awkward on us now. Well, I feel like that's kind of just me. I don't know if I can control that. Man, I don't know why I bet against Leon. You know, me either. Where are you from? Beautiful UK? Question mark? Do I sound like I'm from the UK? Just wondering. I am from Utah. Utah, USA. Witty Wonka, how do you know about Joseph Smith? Hey from Ohio, what's up? Colby is like diving in for these takedowns. Edgar. His screen name is Witty Wonka. It's actually a very witty screen name. We got the whole top team Atlanta here watching for a fight party. Fun! What weight class do you fight in, B-Walls? Edgar, that was very witty of you. Who's winning? Leon Edwards is winning. It's round 4 with 1:40 left. And it's a pretty unanimous decision. Like, I don't think there's a way Colby won any round. You're fighting at 215 right now, but you're about to move up class. Nice. I have a friend you can fight if you want to. Nobody wants to fight him. His name is Kent. What's his last name? Kent Mafaleo. He's a heavyweight in Utah. And they offered him a fight on LFA at the end of January, and they offered him 2 opponents, and both opponents said no. So if you need a fight, I know it's hard to find heavyweight fights. Edgar said I placed bets off your reels. Edgar, no, you did not. I know that's a lie. You specifically know by now not to do that.
Ooh.
10 seconds left. And time. Utah redneck sounds cuter. Everyone around here sounds like those kind of Talladega nights. Where are you from, Connor? Greg says, I can't bet. Why can't you bet? B-Wall says, I'll fight him. I'm not scared. All right. Awesome. We got to fight. What? Are you pro? B-Walls. He just applied for his pro card. How many amateur fights do you have?
You don't apply for a pro card.
Have you heard of P3 or B3 before? Fight promotion.
Thank you very much for everything you have done. We'll see if Colby Covington can rally here. Stick to what got you this league, but manage this, I would think. Absolutely.
16-2 as an amateur? Is that all MMA fights? All MMA. Nice. B-Walls. What's your full name? When are you fighting again? Hopefully early 2024. That is the goal, but I kind of have to figure out what I'm doing with the PFL because they're not doing $1 million tournament this next year, which I was hoping they would. Ooh! Do you sign autographs? Yes, I do. So if you go to the link in my bio on Millions, I do signed autographs on there. I think it's under it's either Shop My Merch link or it's the children's book link. And you can go and order an autograph photo and then I will sign it and send it to you. What's the best recovery for a knee and femur surgery? I would check with your doctor. Uh-oh. Leon has the back of Colby Covington. He is wrapping up. He's not really wrapping up a choke right now. It's more just controlling the position. How much for autographed gloves? I don't think I have any autographed gloves on Millions right now, but I'll put them up after my fights. So typically I'll fight in gloves and then I'll sign them and then sell them on Millions. So, Leon almost got an armbar, but he let go of it. Now Colby is on top with 2 minutes and 30 seconds in round number 5. So anyways, if you want a chance to get autographed gloves, then you have to kind of be pretty quick after my fights to get them because normally when I put them up and I talk about them on social media, they get sold like within a couple hours. So follow me on Millions and you'll be the first to know when I do release any gloves or merch or signed autographs or signed apparel. I've sold a couple shirts that I signed from like the Ultimate Fighter and the Tough House. I sold UFC gloves that I was on the Ultimate Fighter with. I sold shorts that I fought in, sports bras, that kind of thing. But it's all on Millions. Who is winning so far? It is Edwards.
Yeah, Leon, this is not a good look if Leon ends this fight on his back with Colby on top.
Yeah. 90 seconds left.
Colby was able to secure it this time, right? Yeah, Colby would have got to take it earlier. Could he have secured it? What would this fight look like then? Well, part of this is because Leon chose to grapple with him. Yes.
What brand of gear do you like best, and thoughts on Hayabusa equipment? Hayabusa is awesome. I think it's really good. I haven't tried it in years, though. I think I got Hayabusa gloves when I first started, but I've been using Century Martial Arts stuff since they started sponsoring me, so for like 7 years. So I really like Century. I think it's good. They actually make the gloves for the PFL, so I really like Century. And they have PFL boxing gloves, so you can go and get PFL branded boxing gloves, which are kind of cool. But Hayabusa is very high quality, really good. So I think that's an awesome brand. His name is Billy Walls, and he used to train with Walt Harris. Oh, no way Colby is pumped about that. There's no way Colby's excited about that. So Colby finished on top for the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds around number 5. And now he's walking around with his hands up in the air like he won.
Unless you're watching a completely different fight. Well, there have been times when Covington has lost where he has been insistent upon the fact.
It's a unanimous decision for sure, Leon Edwards.
It's going to be Leon Edwards. I mean, come on. Yeah, come on. Now, right here, you see the leg kick of Leon Edwards.
Do you always wrap your hands before sparring? No, I never do. I just wear gloves. If I wear big boxing gloves, sometimes I will, but with my little MMA gloves, I do not. I wrapped my hands, I think, after I broke one of my hands in one of my fights for a month, but other than that, no. Edgar. Well, it looks like I owe people shots. Colby lost that in my eyes. I think Colby lost that in everybody's eyes. Colby said he kicked his butt. Colby is a little delusional right now.
The dominating performance by the champion Leon Edwards in what feels like a title retaining. Yes. And for those who wondered aloud as to whether or not he was going to be able to sort of check the emotion, channel that energy in the right way, that is a world-class championship athlete, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters.
Colby didn't play it smart.
The answer unequivocally to that question is yes. Sorry.
Can't lose in front of Daddy Trump. What inspired me to become a fighter? I didn't make the college cheer team, so I started fighting. I went and saw some local MMA fights, and there were 2 girls that fought, and I was like, I'm going to do that. So I just found a gym and started training. The fight is over, and the score is coming out. Leon Edwards. All right, I'm 2-3 with my picks. Hopefully, none of you guys placed bets off of anything I said. B. Walls, Edgar, Greg, Connor, thank you for all coming over to Millions and hanging out. You guys are awesome. Make sure you follow me on Millions so you don't miss my next live stream. And I will catch you guys later.